The sine law. The sine law basically tells us that we have a sides as well as angle, and we can also find sides as well as the angles here. So in order to understand the sine law, we should know how actually we can just solve it. So for that, let me solve a question here. You can see it's written here that we have to find the measure of each indicated side. Find the length of side C. In order to find out that thing, first of all, we should learn what is actually the formula of sine angle. So it's A over sine A. You can write that one as a capital A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. We can choose any two among them. It's not compulsory that you can choose only A and B thing. You can't choose B or C. You can choose like A, this thing, these two one, or you can also choose like these two one, and sometimes these two one as well. So it depends. Now the next thing is, in order to solve it, I need my sides. The smaller one is actually my sides, while the capital one is actually my angle. So keep this thing in your mind. The smaller alphabets is my side, and the capital one is my angle. So I'm going to write here, first of all, I need to find out which side is unknown and which side is asked. They asked me to find side C. So always remember, if this is the capital A, the angle is of A is here. That means its side is here, opposite of it. If angle B is here, then its opposite side is its side, B. So if its angle C is here, that means that side of C is this one. So we have to find this side. Now I'm going to apply my formula here. So as you can see, I have to find side C, this side. So I'm going to write C over sine capital C equals, now I can take any one, either A or B. I have to choose it wisely because if I choose A, I don't have angle of A as well as side of A. So it's useless to take A. That's why I'm just taking B side, this one. So B over sine B. Now I'm going to put my values. I don't have my side C, so I'm going to write side C as it is. But I have my angle at C. So my angle at C is actually 52 equals my side B is 2.5. And my angle at B is actually 62. Now, if I solve it, and in order to solve it, first of all, I have to find out what is my sine 52 and what is my sine 62. If I find it out, it will be easy for me to answer it. But I can also write like this, C equals 2.5 times sine 52 over sine 62. I just simply cross multiply it. Now, if I simply put it in my calculator, I will get my answer, which is approximately equals to 2.23. That is my answer. Now, let's see another example. This time I have to find side F, and my side F is this one. You can see my side E is this side, F is that one, D is this one. So I have my values. Now I have to choose two things, two things in my formula. Now, instead of using A, B, and C or X, Y, and Z, I can use E, F, and D. Now, because I have to find side F, so it's very convenient that I'm going to take my side F and I have to choose another one. So I'm going to write side F formula like this. Smaller f over sine capital F. Now I have to choose this one. If I choose this D, that would be more convenient. So smaller d over sine capital D. Now I don't have my smaller f, so I'm going to write it as it is because I have to find it out. But I have my angle at F, which is 54. So sine 54 here equals, my side D is actually 11. And angle at capital D is basically this one, 80. So now, what to do? I simply going to solve it. All right, F equals 11 times sine 54 divide sine 80. Now, if I solve it on my calculator, my answer will be equals to 9.04. That would be my answer, which is an easy one. Now, You can see question number C. I want you to solve it by yourself. And I'm just gonna give you the answer, which is x equals 4.71. It's a very easy and important question. You have given side, or you can label the sides as well. This one is A, this one is B, and this one is C. And you can see you have your angle of A as well as side of A. You have your angle of C, but you don't have side of C. So you can choose this line and this line. I'm not going to solve it. I want you to solve it for yourself. Now, the next thing is that we have another question, and you can see in this question, it's indicated that I have to measure the angle at A. So I have to find this time my angle here. If you can see in the question, I have which alphabet has a side as well as the angle. So it's C. It has the side as well as the angle. And I have to find my angle at A, but I have my side at A given. So it means I'm going to write it here. Sine capital A over small a equals sine capital C over small c. Okay, there is one more thing which I need to put light on it. You can also write like this. Smaller a over sine A equals smaller c over sine capital C. Both mean same. It doesn't make any difference among them because they both are same. Either you can write the capital thing upside or downside. You have to move both of the capital sides to the numerator or in the denominator. That wouldn't gonna affect your answer. So it's up to you, totally up to you. Now I'm gonna put the value because I'm gonna use A and C. So I'm gonna put it here. So it will be 64 is my side at A, and sine capital A is my angle which I have to find. And 42 is the side of C, and sine 35 is the angle. Now, if I just simply cross multiply it, it will become 64 sine 35 equals over 42 equals sine A. Now, if I solve it, I will get, or yeah, one thing is I can move this sign to the other side, will become sine inverse. 64 times sine 35 over 42 equals A. Now, if I solve it on my calculator, I will get 60.9. Now, there is one more question here. If I have side V, U, and T, as well as I have one angle given, I have to find angle at V. So I have to find this side, this angle here. So first of all, I have to see which of them alphabet have the side as well as the angle. So you can see it's T. Because it has side, it has angle. So small t over sine t equals, because I have to find V, so smaller v over sine capital V. Now, smaller t is 5.8 and angle at t is 31, whereas smaller v is 11.1 and side of v is, angle of v is not given, so I'm going to write it as it is. Now, further, if I solve it, because I have to find v, sine v, so I'm going to cross multiply it. So it will become 5.8 over sine 31 times, or that would be more better if you just simply solve this term in your calculator first. Whatever you have answer here, just divide it with 11.1 and you will get your answer like this. Sine inverse 11.1 sine 31 over 5.8. If you solve it in your calculator, you will get 80.29 approximately. Now, this is the last question in which you have side D, H, and W. You have given all of the three angles here. You have given one side here. And you have to find this side H. So you have to find H here. I'm not going to write the answer, not going to write the solution here, but I'm only going to write the answer, which is 1855.2. That is the answer of H, and I want you to solve it So you should know that how to solve it. And if your answer is right, that means you understand it very well. Thank you.